Kirk Cousins barely got to Vegas, and the media is already campaigning to bench him? And where did this sudden story come from about crossing the country to grab a disgruntled New England receiver to save our offense? Raider Nation, the naked truth is that things are getting wild behind the scenes. The new era under Clint Kubiak has freaking started, but the drama is already off the charts. Buckle up and smash that like button, because today was chaotic, and I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for anyone. Straight to the point. The Raiders front office is fiercely scouting the trade market, and the hot target right now is 24-year-old wide receiver Kayshon Boutte, who is unhappy with the New England Patriots. ESPN insider Dan Graziano just dropped a bombshell, locking in Las Vegas and Washington as the absolute frontrunners to get a deal done in the NFL. Let's be completely honest, nation. We became the official laughingstock of the league over the last 2 seasons. It was a technical horror show with the disastrous tenures of Antonio Pierce and whatever that inexplicable fever dream was under Pete Carroll. But the year is 2026, and the mindset at Allegiant Stadium has flipped. Head coach Clint Kubiak has completely overhauled our quarterback room from top to bottom, bringing in veteran Kirk Cousins and drafting phenom Fernando Mendoza with the highly touted #1 overall pick. The coaching staff truly believes the foundation is there, but they aren't stupid. They know damn well we're still missing a few critical pieces to really compete in the AFC West. But why would Boutee want to run out of Foxborough right now? The answer is simple and full of dollar signs. The Patriots suddenly opened up their vaults, traded for a monster like A.J. Brown, and to make matters worse for the kid, handed a staggering $68 million contract to Romeo Doubs. The guy, who was just a 6th-round pick and bled on the field to earn every inch of space, quickly realized he's no longer part of the franchise's core plans and got completely left out of the offensive equation. So, fans are asking, do we really need to add even more competition to our offense? Take a cold, hard look at the current roster. We already paid a hefty $35 million for Jalen Nailor in free agency this season. On top of that, we have the blazing speed of Trey Tucker, Jack Beck, our 2025 second-round pick, and Dante Thornton, our 2025 4th-round selection. We have great prospects on paper, but deep down everyone knows we're missing that true star potential receiver to close out tight games down the stretch. Boute's aggressive style could fill that void perfectly. Even while trapped in a highly questionable Patriots offense recently, the kid put up a solid 43 receptions, 589 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the 2024 season. Last year, he boosted his efficiency like crazy, logging 33 receptions, 551 yards, and 6 touchdowns. There's no denying he knows how to find the end zone. In my opinion, bringing in a hungry, rising talent of this caliber for an affordable trade price would do wonders for the Vegas Gears. I'd bet my chips that in Kubiak's fast and creative system, this kid would double his production and put plenty of unsuspecting defenders in our division on skates. If that bold market move got your heart racing, you are simply not going to believe the monumental disrespect published by the national media regarding our newly arrived starting quarterback. The entire nation watched as we went into free agency to sign the experienced Kirk Cousins with the crystal clear hope that he would step in as our undisputed QB1. However, right after the team made the gutsy call to use the #1 overall pick on the spectacular Fernando Mendoza, the league's relentless narrative flipped completely against our veteran. Analyst Christopher Knox over at Bleacher Report just dropped a highly apocalyptic list of NFL quarterbacks most likely to end up riding the bench this season, pinning Kirk Cousins' name right in the middle of it. Knox's entire argument rests on the idea that the Raiders don't want to rush Mendoza's development under any circumstances, no matter how insanely anxious the fan base is. But the ultimate takeaway from the article is stone cold. If Cousins at 37 years old doesn't light it up instantly, and Las Vegas fails to look like a clear playoff contender by mid-season, the front office is going to pull the plug and hand full control over to the rookie. And the worst part is that Knox himself in a bizarre display of inconsistency, actually pointed out in the article that Cousins was leading the Falcons to a solid 5-3 record last year, and probably could have carried the chaotic NFC South on his back if injury hadn't sidelined him. Internamente, the vibe is the complete opposite of the media. Our respected quarterbacks coach, Mike Sullivan, stood up and gave public assurances that Kirk is a true pro and a good man. Sullivan didn't hold back, highly praising the veteran's off-the-charts football IQ, highlighting that his real-world experience leading dozens of cardiac, 2-minute final drives in the NFL is priceless, something that will do wonders to guide and elevate all the rookies on the current roster. But the suffocating pressure of the next generation is a constant shadow over our facility. The very heart and defensive soul of our team, superstar Maxx Crosby, stepped up to the microphones and couldn't hide how incredibly blown away he is by the new rookie, vividly recalling the flawless, perfect college season Mendoza just pulled off at Indiana. Number 98 made sure to emphasize publicly that the kid did the near impossible. Won the coveted Heisman Trophy, secured an undefeated national championship, and to top off that greatness, heroically scored the game-winning touchdown himself. In the captain's own excited words, Mendoza simply checked every single individual and team box possible at the college level, though he kept it real by warning that now, among grown men in the NFL, the learning curve starts all over again at ground zero. To me, this premature benching controversy is pure clickbait sensationalism from a media that hates to see our team thrive. Cousins has the veteran leadership, the keys to the locker room, and he needs to guide us through the regular season storm. Let the kid Mendoza sit on the sidelines smartly soaking up Kubiak's complex tactical playbook with the patience a good developmental plan requires. Unless we suffer embarrassing blowouts and a total blackout of wins in the first few months, the veteran has more than enough equity in this league to play. In short, the Vegas pressure cooker is already whistling and the dust isn't settling. Kubiak's staff is moving fast to pluck the explosive Boutee away from New England to elevate our receiver room, while a large chunk of the critical media is already making absurd demands to put Mendoza in over the veteran Cousins. Now, the ball is in your court, real fans. Give me your honest thoughts in the comments. If we open the first 2 months of the season struggling with a 2-4 record in the division, and our offense completely stalls out on third downs, do you stubbornly stick by Cousins, betting on a turnaround? Or do you throw the highly anticipated rookie Mendoza into the line of fire to shock the system and change the course of the year? Drop your raw opinion below, smash that like button, and just win, baby.